Oh, wait a minute. If I'm gonna do this. So, AJ Lee has decided to retire from professional wrestling. Yes, this is the AJ Lee zombie figure. Awesome, you can get it on shop.com. They'll probably go up in price all of a sudden. Sorry for the gratuitous. I'm in pajamas. It's 10 o'clock at night where I'm at. And I'm a dad, so shut up. Okay. So AJ Lee has retired from in-ring competition. Of course, there's a photo of Bayley holding her and doing the stomach thing with AJ being like. So there could be a little AJ or a little Punk, I guess a little AJ or a little CM on their way out, which already makes it definitely the internet darling of professional wrestling. There was talk earlier when she was gone for a while that she was probably not going to be around forever. A lot of that's because Total Divas is every diva except for her. She doesn't want to be on the show. She values her privacy. She's got a husband that's going to be entering a much more vigorous and difficult endeavor. So it would make sense, that if she's traveling a lot and he's working out a lot, as well as potentially traveling a lot as well, that Punk has got a lot of money, AJ's made a very decent amount of money, that maybe it's time for her to hang up the boots temporarily. Sad thing. Man, that sucks for the Divas division. It was going through this nice renaissance. And now it's like, okay. The Bellas need someone to feud against. And they now have Natalya. She's also a heel. Alright, so it means Paige will now have... Emma's turning heel, so probably won't tag with her. Naomi? That works. She was a multiple-time Divas champ, and the sad thing with the Divas division is once you win that belt, you only have two options. You can hold it longer or win it more times. And she's the longest reigning Divas champ. So she's going to win it multiple times and become like the Ric Flair of the Divas division. There really isn't a lot that she can do in the WWE. Would she be awesome to see in a smaller promotion, since she'll probably be in the Illinois area? Maybe she could try for a belt in Shimmer. Maybe she could try Shimmer. I would love to see her in a smaller arena where she's going to work like a 40-minute long match against someone like Mischief or Cheerleader Melissa. Could she just become like a stay-at-home mom? Could she become someone who does a blog, does a YouTube channel? Could she start doing just shoot? Could she just start doing stuff on Etsy and make little nerdy stuff? Could she team up with Caitlyn and do an awesome web series? Lots of things she can do because she is very, very young. And I've seen her in person, she's adorable. But she knew how to bring it in the ring. I was watching the thing on gimmick matches from the network. And they showed like gravy bowl matches and all that. And some of the wrestlers were like, I would love for them to bring those back. Bra and panties matches, and others are like, no, I have a lot of self-respect. I don't want to do that. And Age is one of the ones who was adamant of like, no, we don't need to do those sort of matches ever again. Maybe, since there have been hints of trying to put a little more edge to it, they'll be stupid and push women back, a decade, and try to incorporate more of the random viscous fluid wrestling matches, which would be horrible for the Divas. And even right now, I think a lot of the headway they made was due to AJ. Sure, AJ made the initial push, and then Creative decided to throw it behind the Bellas, like, oh, it's the Bellas. The Bellas are just dragging everyone forward to the promise of glory. When the internet wrestling fans and Smarks and Marks know, well, it was AJ. AJ was trying to push the ball. The fans like her. So if she wants to come back, she easily has a path to come back. Now people are saying, will she be the Hall of Fame inductee next year? I think she's still young enough that they might think if they could maybe have her come back for a short stint. I've often envisioned, they do it for the male wrestlers, where you can be somebody who wrestled and had a good name. And then you can wrestle, and then you can do some stuff before WrestleMania, maybe WrestleMania to SummerSlam. Why don't they do that with some of the past divas? Are you trying to tell me that they couldn't be like, Trish, no, you're doing the yoga thing, would you be able to work a couple of Mondays to lead up into a match going towards WrestleMania? Or post WrestleMania, could you do some kind of in the summertime, to lead into a Survivor Series match? Hey, Beth Phoenix, could you do something, a couple of Mondays and a WrestleMania appearance? Heck, have Stratus work a match with Beth Phoenix. Build towards that. WrestleMania is a showcase of the Immortals. Why don't they have the Divas also at the level of immortality? Just saying. But back to the main point. It does suck that AJ's leaving. However, she's leaving at a point where she's predominantly healthy. If she's looking to start a family, it's a great time to do it. Maybe her husband is currently writing for Marvel a little bit. Perchance she might take her hand at writing comic books. I think she'd be a very, very unique perspective on, like, Batgirl. Or even a Miss Marvel. The doors are wide open for her. She has decent amount of name appeal. Very unique look. If she decides she's done with the public eye because she wants to have a regular, normal life, hey, more power to her. That means the people who harass Punk by waiting near his garbage can don't harass her as well. If she decides she is done with in-ring work, AJ Lee is dead, let her be April, let her enjoy her life. If she wants to sign autographs, guess what she'll do? She'll go to a convention, she'll set up a table. So, best of luck with whatever you choose to do with the rest of your life. You will be missed from in-ring competition. As well as the Divas. My daughter's now into watching wrestling with me. Yes, she's barely over a year. I'm aware of this. I was watching some of the Jericho DVD, and Bray Wyatt did his spider walk, and she thought that was the fantastic thing as they're fighting in the cage. The girls are going to need strong role models inside that ring. AJ was a very good role model. But she decided to do things with her personal life. And you know what? That is the reality. What happens in that ring is the fiction. So, wish her the best of luck.